Doggy daycaring.
All right, here we are. It's I Love You Mana. It's me, Micah, Belly Television. We
You
got
lick
Zach Kagan, and we have the lad,
the
Sebastian.
absolute.
Get Sebastian back on. I don't want to see your face. Show me
Look,
some. I do want to see your face, but
he was licking something.
show me Seb. Show me Seb.
Ah,
Don't wait.
my neighbor waved at me. There he is. He's gonna mark the tree. Look, he got the butt shot. Don't go back to whatever's on the ground. Come on, buddy. How you doing, Micah?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm wondering. Maybe we should talk this out. Do
Yeah.
you care that you're in a random neighborhood, nowhere near where you live?
Nowhere near.
Absolutely nowhere near. You live in you actually live in California?
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
I live in Beverly Hills. You know that Weezer song is about me.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I think I can maybe avoid showing off any. If I get this angle, I can avoid any signs.
Are you talking about your mom's house?
I was just trying to do some anti-doxing practices.
Zach lives off of 280 in northeast Minneapolis. Zach lives with his mother, Victoria Kagan, off 280 in northeast Minneapolis.
Oh my gosh! So, my mother. Speaking about
Zach, why are you never like ready when the pod starts? Like, why do you suggest 5?
You suggested.
Why do you're always like 5 words? And
I
then
forgot
you're
about
working, or you're fucking walking somewhere. You're in an
Well, the dog needed
alleyway.
to go out, and I needed to get some peas. I got some peas.
Okay.
Where? From where?
From the market. Well, I don't want to say which one.
From the market.
You just bought peas from a market. That's it.
Yeah, I need to get some peas. Speaking of pulling trig, my mother has had food poisoning for the last few days.
Oh no.
So
What happened?
she ate something that didn't agree with her. And it's really, I think she ate like expired chicken.
There he is.
That's the story.
Big Tor. There he is.
Tor, how you doing?
Hello, Tor.
I have an
There he is.
interesting story from the weekend.
Hell
Oh, yeah.
I have an interesting stand-up comedy story from the weekend. So Saturday, I did Duluth, and
Beautiful town.
both the shows were sold out. So big thanks to everyone that came out to Duluth. And I met a man-a-pamper at the Late Show in Duluth. He literally exclaimed out loud when he saw me. He screamed, "I just mannaed my pants." He then came up to me.
Oh God!
And just went. It was just a deep dive into I Love You
Really?
Mana lore. He loves the hot dog era.
People love hot dog era.
He loves
Tor,
the hot dog era.
Everyone I've straw polled loves hot dog era.
Here's the
Okay.
thing about I Love You Mana is we don't have the most fans, but our fans are so into the program.
I will say that, yeah.
Like
That
he
makes
was
me
quoting,
so happy.
and this
We have a jihad.
This now what's interesting about this fan is he has a bit of a beef with Zach. He's got a bit of a beef with Zach. He told me, and he's gonna send in a voice memo to explain the full story.
Yes.
But I figure shout out John. I would so essentially Zach sometimes runs the open mic list at Comedy Corner Underground. Now, now John.
Okay,
John,
I've met John. John's very nice.
John, now, hold on, Zach. You're already breaking up, so it's pointless, anyways. But let me explain. So John signed up for the open mic and he put a star by his name. He followed protocol, and he drove 3 hours down to the Twin Cities to do 3 minutes. To do 3 minutes. He has children. He has a full-time job. He drove 3 hours down to do 3 minutes. He played it by the book, and Zach did not give him a set.
Zach.
Zach.
Zach did not give him a set.
Is this
Zach?
This was not this past weekend. This was earlier.
Does it matter when?
No, Zach, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
matter
when
when.
it was, Zach.
Well,
this
because
guy
there
has been
wasn't-
thinking about this for months.
There was another guy. I ran the open mic.
And I told John, Zach, let me finish. You're interrupting me, dude. Let me finish. You're interrupting me. I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I told John that whenever he is in the Twin Cities and I'm doing an Acme show, he has a set on my show.
Yes. Yes.
Whenever I'm doing a show and John wants to come down, he sure as shit. I mean, 3 minutes, Zach. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
It's like 4 hours sometimes to Duluth. Like
you
it's
can't
a long
give
drive.
a guy that kissed his children on the forehead and said, "Dad's gonna go chase his dream. I know it's not much, but it's a start," only to be shafted by what he described as a bridge troll of a gatekeeper in Zach Kagan.
If I drove 3 hours anywhere and wasn't able to do what I was set out to do,
you're lucky this guy didn't punch you in the face, Zach.
Look,
Yeah,
okay.
Billy, what
Bob?
would be retribution for you?
Bob,
I mean, I was thinking murder. Like, I
Murder?
would punching. I was thinking castration and death.
Yeah.
Gelding.
Gelding.
I mean, it was absolutely. I couldn't believe the turn it took. He's so into the PID. He's listened to just about every episode, and he listens to the PID while he works his blue-collar job to provide for his family. While he works nobly on cars, something Zach knows nothing about, to provide for his family. And then
I know
he
a little bit
signs
about
up for an open. You don't know shit, Zach. He signs up, and not only does he get the shaft, he gets shafted by one of his podcast idols.
Zach, who'd you bump him for that night?
He bumped him for 3 women that accidentally signed up.
Okay.
They signed up for the open mic drunkenly, thinking it was the way to purchase tickets.
I want to hear Zach's rebuttal or attempt.
What's the rebuttal? He's laughing to the air. He knows he did a stinker move.
Well, look,
everyone has a right to a defense, so let's give Zach the floor.
Not in mana court. Not in mana court.
Guilty. Just guilty.
Guilty.
I didn't know John then. I didn't know that he was coming from Duluth. These are just names on a list.
He explained it to you, Zach. You need to make an exception to the rule when a man has sacrificed time away from his young children. A sacrifice you know nothing about, Zach.
But
those names on a list are souls, Zach.
They're people, Zach. They're people with a history.
How am I supposed to tell, as the guy running the booth, who signed up because they accidentally signed up?
He starred by his name, Zach. You gotta follow protocol. You can't play favorites, Zach. Oh, I'll put these women up. Maybe I can get a date out of it. I know your sick ways, Kagan.
I have a girlfriend.
Not at that time, you didn't.
Shout out Nina. Shout out Nina.
We love
Nina. Look through Zach's phone.
I'm pretty
Look through Zach's phone.
Zach is a very good boyfriend, but not a good open mic. Just kidding.
Look, okay. The other thing, I think he called ahead. I think the story was he didn't star his name.
He starred his name, Zach.
He'd already used his star.
He's got the
called
receipt.
Ahead. And this is all fake news. He called ahead saying, "I'm driving down from Duluth. Can I get a set?" And I talked to Bob about it, and what Bob told me was, look, this is an open mic for comics from the Twin Cities and for people who are visiting from traveling comedians that work at the club. If you want to get
Zach, your excuse right now is about as good as your cell reception.
He's shifting blame onto Bob.
I know. I'm kind of taking back my want of
shifting blame, Zach. No, Sebastian. No one gives a shit about that dog, dude.
I like Sebastian.
I give a shit about Sebastian.
Well, whoopie fucking do. It's not Sebastian. What are you gonna blame Sebastian next for John not getting time, Zach? Just
I'm getting yelled at from these construction workers because they're
own it, Zach. Own it. Own the fact that not only did you gatekeep, but you cost a man an evening with his children.
It's
Zach is
just tough.
fighting a war
I
on
want.
two
Go
fronts.
down there. That is unhinged.
What's unhinged?
It's unhinged that whatever. Oh, there's a three-legged dog.
Yeah, see,
Okay,
Zach
what were you
doesn't
saying? I cut
care.
you off.
Zach doesn't care, dude.
I want a Zach response, but I don't want it at like 5 FPS. So
Okay,
Let's
I'm
just-
kind of jarring.
I'm gonna take the dog home, and then I'm gonna prepare my.
Well,
Wow, he's gonna
Prepare a
prepare it.
statement.
He's gonna prepare it.
please prepare a statement.
He's
please.
gonna prepare a statement. See, an innocent person wouldn't have to prepare a statement, dog.
Look, the mic.
An innocent person could
I'm
talk
gonna
from
return-
here. They could talk from here. I'm
Okay,
pointing
but
to my heart, Zach.
I don't want him to talk at 10
I'm
FPS.
pointing
So
to my heart. Yeah, Zach. I mean, you're never ready, dude.
he's taking his boys for what? So I don't have a hot dog prepared this week. I'll get one next week. But I did review. I'm close to collecting all of the Magic Hot Pockets promotion.
is this what brings you back, Tor?
Our
Is this-
food era might kill me, dude.
I'm into this food era.
The food era is fucking my body up. I'm getting targeted ads for licorice now. It's fucking my whole world up.
You're a licorice whale.
I'm getting targeted ads on YouTube and Spotify for licorice.
Is it good licorice or is it like Twizzlers?
I
Is it
don't
like-
know. I'm not a licorice buff. If I eat candy, it's like I like Nerds. You ever have Nerds clusters?
Is that where I don't.
It's like a gummy with Nerds on it. Oh my god, it's so good. I could eat 5 bags of those, dude.
I actually am running into a problem with candy. And it's not like because there was like Cub bought a bunch of bulk candy, like fancy bulk candy. It was super expensive. It was like,
And it's Halloween.
well, hold on, and not like bulk candy. I meant just give me 1
Spooky
second.
season.
I gotta go grab it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry, I just started something and then I.
Okay. Well, I have some housekeeping based off of this explosive reveal of
You like
John.
that, huh, Belly?
I like
like
that.
that?
I do like that. One is, I was actually looking, as Mike mentioned, we do have a small but very loyal and rabid fan base. And I've mentioned this before, but our Irish audience is growing in strength. And
Top
some
of
of the most
morning to
recent
ya.
some of the most recent eps, like the most downloads are in Ireland.
Yeah,
versus
That's
any versus Minnesota. So,
that's right. Welcome.
welcome.
As you walk the Emerald Isle, listen
Yes.
to the Pidcast.
Welcome. Welcome to I Love You Mana. The second is you mentioned John had a voicemail or voice message upcoming. I do have I have one, speaking of our voice message box, so I'm gonna hit play right now. Let's see.
Well, howdy, partners. This here is Tex Musk.
X.
Say, one of my
man.
little wiener dogs spiked a fever, so I took him to the vet. The vet said to give him ketchup and mustard, because ketchup and mustard are the best things for a hot dog. Love the show.
Thanks, Tex.
Well,
Thanks,
howdy,
Tex.
partners. This
Okay,
here is Tex
shut up,
Musk.
Tex.
I love when they repeat. That's kind of the funniest thing is they're just on a loop. Make
Okay,
sure to rate and review us on all your podcast platforms. All our listeners in Ireland, maybe go down to the pub and blast "I Love You, Man" on the loudspeakers.
Yeah.
Tor, we were just discussing how our main listenership is now in Ireland.
Somehow
heard
it's
all of
shifting
it.
to
I heard all of
Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah, rate and review, follow us on YouTube, follow us on our respective social media platforms. All the links are below. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for, our fans. Yeah, it just, for some reason, this just resonates. It resonates with the sick-minded.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was what I went to get. So they basically there was like this like gourmet candy that no one bought for like I'm guessing it was for 4th of July because there's gonna be a theme here.
Okay.
But now it was like like $10 for like a big like a thing of this, right?
What's
But
that?
like so
Yeah, show it off,
Well,
Tor.
these are these are gummy freedom bears, as you can see. Gummy freedom bears. But no, they're down like so they're about to expire, so they're $2.99 for a big tub of these things, right? And so I've
Tor, what
got an
time of the day
assortment
did
of them.
you buy these? Oh no, Tor.
And I want to
Wait.
go.
Yeah, let's
hold
go
on.
through the branding.
What do you think this is? What do you think this is? For the
I would
people at home, I'm holding up.
I would
something that
say
looks
those are lucky leprechaun gummies.
well, I want you to note that these are probably for 4th of July. And the first one what were they? Gummy freedom bears? What do you
Oh,
think?
these are military. These are military
Oh,
bears.
good call.
Not
These
bear.
Respect our troops.
Gummy army.
Gummy army guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say gummy Black Hawk Down boys.
Kind of.
What is happening?
Sorry, it's kind of
Tor, why are you eating this shit?
This is like the Black Rifle
$2.99.
coffee. There's
Tor, why are you doing this, dude?
there's some like alt-right.
$2.99, and they actually are quite good. These are like sour apple, gummy guys. Yeah,
I love sour
munch
gummies.
a little
Sour
for dessert.
Nightcrawlers slap.
Incredible.
All right, and this one was actually my favorite. What do you think these are? Can you? They
And
look
now,
like
is this
unicorns.
4th of July themed again?
Yep, they're all 4th of July themes. There's like gummy military heroes. There's,
Okay, these are, to me, this looks like some fireworks gummies.
Yeah,
Well-
I'll say gummy POWs. Jet fighters.
these are actually really good. As you can see, these are the most eaten because these I've gone through kind of quickly.
Is
These
that
are-
is like Raytheon getting into like
This is
food
insane,
production? What's
bro.
happening?
I love it. They're really good. They're quite delicious. They're gummy. This one kind of looks like a penis.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
They could. I bet they use the same. Never mind. I just yeah. That's so yeah. I have developed a fucking sweet tooth just because. Look, all it takes is a good deal for me to be like, yes. That's how the hot dog thing started. 'Cause I was like, damn, those are some cheap hot dogs. I haven't had hot dogs for a while. Wonder what these taste like.
Yeah.
And now we got a segment out of them. But yeah,
No, a segment, we have a whole movement, dude.
Yeah.
It's
You're inspiring a
internationally.
nation.
Yeah.
Multiple nations.
We're in Ireland. I mean, the wars may be over because of I Love You Mana. The troubles,
the troubles.
as they
Troubles
call
are
it. The
Oh,
troubles.
We're about to lose Irish listeners.
Car
we
bombings
support
will
the IRA
cease
wholeheartedly.
in
Did you-
Ireland.
This is random, but did either of you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
I didn't.
I watched Wild Hogs.
Okay. Well, honestly,
Close.
basically the same. My wife watched all of Sons of Anarchy, and I recently was like binging it, but it's real dumb. The writing is fucking awful, and
Yeah.
there's just there's a connection with the IRA in it, and they go to I had to stop. They go to Ireland in like season 3. Spoiler
Oh,
alert!
boy.
And I just
That's
had to
always
stop.
the worst.
It was ridiculous.
Belly, there's something about FX shows that I think like, especially from that time period, that I think are like, we just kind of collectively forgot. Like I've had this inkling to rewatch Rescue Me, the Dennis and like, fire,
Yeah.
because I'm remembering some of the plot lines in that show, and I'm like, I can't seriously be remembering these right.
You've talked
Like-
about this before, I think. Yeah.
There's insane plot. Like I remember, like the feel, like the end. One of the ending for like the one of the firefighters is that he gets like his bookend to this series was that he finally gets a really hot girlfriend, but the problem is that after they have sex, she has really stinky farts. So like to compensate that, he gets a gas mask, and like that's their
Oh,
happy
no.
ending. Like
I mean,
I
okay.
remember
what
sorry.
Another
What-
crazy rewatch, if you have the time, is Prison Break. That's
Oh.
another FX show that does not age well whatsoever. And that show is like gnarly from the jump, but by season 3, they're like somehow imprisoned in Mexico.
Incredible.
Like each
Wait.
season, they first 2 seasons they're
Go
breaking out.
international.
Yeah, and then like by season 4, he's in prison in Mexico. And I remember I watched this live week to week as a child. It was like my favorite show. But yeah, I don't even remember why he was in prison in Mexico.
So I want to go back to Sons of Anarchy really quick. Are you familiar
Go
with
ahead.
the guy who made it, Kurt Sutter? Belly?
Slightly. I mean, I was kind of Wikipedia diving. He has a new show coming up, but his wife plays a big character on the show. Why?
Well, no, because he had a show that came out after Sons of Anarchy that only made it a season, and I've never seen an episode, but I kind just the name alone is so funny to me. It's called The Bastard Executioner. It's like,
yeah, I would describe the show as like just vibes. It's like if you're really into like Hell's Angels and like white dudes on choppers.
I think Chuck Lorre should make a prison gang show. And it's like live in front of a studio audience with like a studio laugh track of just like the wacky goings on of inside and like Charlie Sheen is a gang leader. You know,
I have an
let's
idea
do
for
it.
that. I have an idea for that. So there's this
Yeah.
experimental prison that my dad's working on in Philadelphia. Well, specifically Chester, Philadelphia, called New Scandinavia. And it's
Wait, do you want to
basically-
qualify how your dad's working on
Yeah,
it?
what's an experimental prison?
What's happening?
What's an
Does this need more? You can't just throw that in there.
I probably should have not added that part. No, it's
What's an experimental prison?
well, have you ever seen Oz? No. No, it's good, guys. Don't you look? Do you want things to get better? That's what I'm asking.
As far as
before you
what?
condemn, it's based on the Scandinavian model. So
Oh,
it's like they have
where it's,
dormitory,
like,
they have
nice,
they have
yeah.
individual rooms with like privacy. They have a fridge, they have like TVs, video games. Like the guards and the prisoners eat together. Like it's very experimental and it's very new and it's going well so far. Like, but you know, it's a big fucking experiment.
Yeah.
But that would be a great set for that would be a great
Yeah.
Chuck Lorre. A little lighthearted.
I love that. Yeah, I could star in it too, dude.
I think you could, yeah.
I could star in it. I got acting chops. You know, I go in for tax evasion. Hey, is this the mess hall?
No, this is the bathroom. These are the showers.
No,
Oh,
this is
so I
my
can't-
dormitory. You just walked in on me shitting. This is the bathroom in my
Yeah.
dormitory.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad, dude. I was just looking for a place to eat my lunch.
Yeah,
Well,
what
you're
are
gonna
what were
wanna
our
head down to
characters
the-
last? Yeah, we're in Polly's bunk bed. We're in Polly's cell right now.
It's just 3 of us, and I walk in with a tray of lunch.
Yeah, sorry. We're gaming right now.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you gaming on?
We're playing some 2K. You ever play 2K?
Oh, sick. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Mind
man,
if I
but
watch
you're
you
gonna have
guys?
to
I
wait.
don't know many
It's kinda-
people in here.
Well,
No,
yeah, you can't
actually.
eat here. Sorry, dude. You're gonna get,
Oh,
you're
I'm
gonna
not
get
allowed
food all
here?
over my bed.
Yeah, sorry,
I'm not
bro.
a messy eater, so I sit down and start eating a sloppy Joe on your bed.
Hey, look, man. I don't. You gotta respect our territory here. Like we got a good thing
I'm
going.
just
and I don't wanna
happy I'm
screw it
making
up.
friends.
Yeah, man,
I
we're
don't
part
wanna
of
screw it
one of
up
the
by,
bigger gangs in here.
You're starting to make me angry.
How can I get in your gang?
We don't have gangs here. This is
Well,
this is a new type of thing. We're
I
trying.
need
to
Yeah.
protection. I need protection. The guards don't like me.
Well,
Will you two protect me?
I guess what I meant to say is guild. We're kind of a gaming guild within
Oh,
within the
dude,
prison. Yeah.
Dude, I was on a guild on the outside. That's what got me into
The
this
action.
place. Is I was in a guild. I was in a guild in Michigan, and we tried to kidnap the governor.
so you're one of those FBI agents. All right.
It was just part of a fancy guild that the government ran. But now I'm in here. They're giving me an easy stint because I'm connected.
I think this guy's a Fed. I think this guy's trying to shake.
All right.
This guy's
Let me
trying
test.
to
Let me
undermine
test
our
this out.
spirit. This is a
All
good
right.
thing
What's
we
your
got
gamer
going.
tag and how many hours have you put in fucking Rocket League?
My gamer tag is I love Biden 92.
Okay, definitely a Fed.
What? No, dude. You didn't even. Dude, you gotta check my Rocket League stats, bro.
Okay. All right.
Check my Rocket League stats. I'm fucking Platinum 3.
So it
I
seems to
can,
me
like-
that the Feds are trying to undermine this.
What if the
Mhm.
beds? What if, like, in order to go on the inside, they like trained me in Rocket League, and they're like, "You need a good cover. You need to log some hours in Rocket League before they put you in there."
Just-
Is Rocket League a toxic? Like, I could think of more toxic games to, I don't know, train
do they
a
have voice
Dude,
chat on there?
informant.
Bro, I've beaten Hades 6 times.
I am not. I can't like replay it after I beat it. Like the first time, I'm like, okay, I'm done with this, and I get.
You want to
nothing
see?
again.
You want to see all the terramorphing I've done on my Animal Crossing island? New guild members?
Okay. You're still playing Animal Crossing?
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, it's so chill. That's what I'm all about, is being chill. Just
I feel
being
like-
chill with the bros.
I feel like you could get Animal Crossing experience just by like having like a community plot, like buying like a for a garden. It's basically.
Oh, that's a
Animal
good
Crossing,
idea,
right?
Polly. We should do that in our next free time
They
block.
do.
Yeah,
They
next
do
next
have a
week.
garden. They do have a garden in
We
New
should do
Scandinavia.
that together. We should all do that together. Good idea, Polly.
It's fucking Fed, man.
My new protector.
I'm gonna get kicked out because I'm gonna fucking shank it.
No,
Just slam his head in
no,
my refrigerator.
no. What's in your fridge? You got any Go-Gurt?
No.
You got any Go-Gurt, bro?
No, I don't have anything right now because I'm taking everything out because I'm gonna put your head in it. Get kicked out of this.
Man, they told me making friends would be tough in here, but I didn't realize it'd be this tough. If I give you my bread, if I give you my 2 slices of bread, are we cool?
No, I don't want your. I can go to the mess hall and get my own food.
What about some freedom gummies?
Some freedom gummies.
I
They
got the
do.
hookup on gummies.
Those are pretty good. I don't know. Maybe. All right. Yeah. you
See,
can
we're
come game
getting
with us.
somewhere. I'm not a Fed.
All right, Fetty, you can come game with us. Here, grab the sticks.
Nice.
You're playing defense.
Hell yeah. So my nickname would be Fetty.
Yeah.
I don't know how far I'd get in prison with that nickname.
Fetty. Is that where Fetty Wap comes from? Is he secretly a Fed? I think we just blew the lid off his kid.
It's so funny that we try to improvise the scene and you two just make me out to be a federal agent immediately.
I had to find some angle. You were just some guy walking in on a gaming session.
Isn't it interesting how Zach is taking this long to
I
come
know.
up with his statement?
Oh, he is.
He's not
Although
going to rejoin.
I do have something that we could fill a little time with because I
Yeah.
did sample 2 other. And I want to say the only reason I did this is because Hot Pockets were on sale this week. So this is what is it? This is Magic the Gathering Arena Nestle Hot Pockets Italian style meatballs and mozzarella. This is
Ooh,
This
this
is
yeah.
is Indian. And I
Okay.
actually I do want to shout out. I think this is a good. At first I was like, I don't know how meatballs and mozzarella really work with the white like color, but I kind of get it because Gideon is a bit of a meatball, that makes
Okay.
sense. But I do want to say that these are trash. They are really bad. There's
Really?
no sauce in there. No, it's like it's basically like just a meatball and cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
I had to go waste some of my homemade pasta sauce made from like hand-grown tomatoes to
Oh.
like even make these palatable. So I really great flavor with the meatballs and Gideon being a meatball. Didn't really knock it out of the park flavor wise. Actually, I would say that these are worse than the Vivian Reed ham and cheese Hot Pockets. I actually
Did you have those last week?
Yeah, I had these last week. This is the same box. I'm collecting them like Pokemon cards. But I do. Then we can move on to Chandra's premium pepperoni with reduced fat mozzarella cheese in a crispy crust. And I want to say I microwaved these and forgot about them for approximately 4 to 5 hours. And then I remembered that I had them. So I went back and I got them, and I think that might be the way to eat Hot Pockets.
That is insane.
I love the contrast of what's going on in your household. Like your dad's working on a new prison that's gonna like help America
rehabilitate.
And his son is forgetting Hot Pockets in the microwave.
His son is also working on experimental food techniques. But your honorable judge Tor, I know you went on a tangent about Hot Pockets, but we actually have a legal proceeding to initiate.
Oh shit!
Dun, dun,
I do
dun,
want to just
dun.
say that these are pretty good. These aren't as bad.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Zach's guilty. Dun, 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 dun. Zach's so guilty. Dun, dun, dun. He took 20 minutes to put on a suit jacket. Dun, 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 dun.
Honorable Judge Tor.
Whoa,
And
whoa, whoa,
members of
whoa,
the
whoa, 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 whoa. I'm the judge, dude.
No, you're the prosecution.
We actually have a dual judges. It's kind of like a dueling piano.
Yeah. Me and
situation.
Tor sharing I'm sitting on
No,
Tor's
wait, we're
lap.
tribunal. Me and
I'm sitting on Tor's lap in the judge's seat, and Belly is armed with a club.
Yeah, I'm the security guard, and I'm an ogre, I guess.
Belly is armed with a big war hammer, and I'm sitting on Tor's lap with my arms around his neck like a little stuck-up toddler.
This is like Harvey
So
Birdman.
I'm like, guilty, Tor, guilty.
Honorable lads of the court, I've come to you to argue for the innocence of myself.
Whom? Of whom?
So in the
Who
night
are you?
of question, I'm Zach Kagan.
You have to state your name and address.
And this is Sebastian.
What is your address?
Are you putting Sebastian's life on the line as well? You're bringing him into this case?
I think that's
Sebastian is my counsel, my Leo.
Hold
counsel.
on, let me text the executioner to get 2 axes ready for the gallows.
Hey now.
Let me text the executioner to get 2 axes ready for the gallows, dude. Right, Papa Tor?
Gallows
Sure.
and axes. You pick one or the other, you know?
My Papa Tor just agreed with me, so shut your pretty little mouth.
So,
Watch.
in the night of question, right? I believe this was earlier this year, and I believe that night was the night during the week in which Bullwinkle's had multiple shootings. Bullwinkle's is the bar across the street from Corner Bar where the open mic is held.
Objection, relevancy.
Well, you're about to find out. I mean, the
Bullwinkle's makes a heck of a burger.
First off, you can't put yourself in the date. You can't put yourself in a location.
Well, I was hosting that open mic. I don't doubt it.
But
I wasn't hosting. I was
date.
running the booth.
You don't remember the date, which leads me to believe you were intoxicated.
Do you remember the date of every show that you do? Do you have it in a calendar?
Ask one. Ask me
Okay.
one.
When was you did a date in Duluth this summer, and I asked to go along, and you didn't have me come. What date was that?
Correct.
What date was that?
It was this past weekend, September 29th.
No, there was one before this.
There's been several I didn't let you come
name
on,
them.
so
Name
it's
'em.
tough.
Name each one.
Well, basically, it's my whole tour calendar.
Okay, I work at CCU 2 times a week. Sorry, 2,000 times a month minimum.
Okay. See, you
So
slipped
I
up there.
run
You
at
say
least
2 times a week. Now you're saying 2 times a month, dude.
Well, that was a slip of the tongue. You're just trying to needle me. Look,
I'm not needling nobody, right, Papa Tor?
I'm just one of the people
You said
that runs this
Bullwinkles, and
open
now I'm
mic.
distracted by Bullwinkles. I missed that place. That was a good
Yeah,
bar.
it got closed down because the building was deemed unsafe by the fire department.
As did this comedy club you allegedly work in that is open illegally.
That is kind of true. That the basement comedy is questionable under the fire code.
It's a gray area.
Yes, Bullwinkle's was like actually dangerous, and also there was like illicit activity, and there was also shootings in the parking lot.
Look,
That week
they made a good burger. They had a burger called the Lonely Guy Burger that was filled with like onions and garlic and shit. It was great.
That is a pretty good. Look, he's
Papa
smiling.
Tor, this is
Yeah,
irrelevant.
Honorable Judge Tor is hungry.
Papa Tor is hungry. We might have to throw this out.
Yeah. We have a hung jury. We have
Sending you both to the gallows.
So
wait, but Seb looks so cute right now.
Yeah, don't worry, he'll need a really small axe.
No, be so sad.
We couldn't kill Sebastian, but Zach.
So yeah, the executioner will.
That week,
our executioner, Aaron Isaacs.
Bob instructed me, because there were shootings, instructed me to end the open mic before 11:30. Usually, this open mic goes till like midnight, and sometimes even after. He told me to keep the list short. I think it was like he wanted like 15 comics maximum on this list. So this was a list in which we had to send home people who had, usually we try to get all first timers. This was a week where we had to delay some first timers because we had so few spots on the list. And when John approached me and said, that like, hey, I signed up, but I didn't get on. Is there anything I can do? Like, this is just something that we do. We just say, no, you can get that time next week. I didn't know at the time he had driven from Duluth. So,
Mike, do you want to confess
clearly,
that?
Pardon?
Because like what I heard before was that he did say that he drove from Duluth, like he called.
Yeah, he said that. First you said he called ahead, and now you're saying the call didn't even happen. So
that was a different case to me. That was a different case. There's a lot of comics that are coming from Duluth that want time at this mic, and
Name them.
Well, there's John, but there are others.
Name them, you swine.
The issue is that if
is one of their names the issue is
look, as a host of an open mic,
don't
right?
get smart. Don't get smart with me. You'll go to the gallows, dude. Don't get smart with me. Papa Tor will send your ass to the gallows, dude. And now I nuzzle up to Tor. You know how toddlers like look away when they're like mad, or they don't want to look.
Yeah.
I'm like.
Tor slips his breast so you can start feeding.
Jesus
God. There's been cases where people have called ahead and asked to get on, and often a lot of times I do want to give them time, but like you don't want to be in a situation where someone calls ahead and they expect time because they drove from Duluth. That's not fair to the comics that live here.
Name the comics that live here.
I don't know, Lily Meyer.
True. Did you talk to John on the phone though that night?
I don't think I talked to John on the phone that night.
Is it possible he talked to someone else?
The thing is, I did talk to a comic from Duluth on the phone on another night. This is all, become hazy in the realm of memory.
Hazy.
Much like the IPA is that Executioner Aaron will be drinking to give him the fortitude to cut my head off.
Oh, he won't need an IPA after what you put him through.
Why is Aaron mad at me about your birthday party? He texted me about it.
Because he cares about me and knows how much my 31st birthday means to me.
How much does it mean to you?
More than anything.
More
than anything, and I have a list of demands that must be met.
What are they?
Yeah, what are they?
Yeah, I want a party. I want a cake. I want presents. I want an original song.
Mike, you don't do anything for any of your friends' birthdays.
Hold on, I'm not done with my demands.
Okay.
I want a clown. I want a bouncy house.
And when Comics from
I
Duluth
want-
calls, a lot of times we do pull strings to make sure that they get on the list. But like,
Interesting. Name a time that's happened.
John has gotten on the list before by calling, and we've put him on. That happened like the second time.
And who
like
is
John,
this John?
the guy you were talking to? He's also, by the
Our
way, he's a
fan.
fan of the We Cool podcast, and they discussed this on the We Cool podcast, and I got grilled on there too.
Wow.
And
So
Tommy was like,
you've been grilled
"Whoa, what-"
twice now.
And Tommy was like, "Oh, what kind of like dork tries to gatekeep the open mic?"
Yeah, Zach, exactly.
The problem is that if you get the reputation of like, "Oh, Zach just puts everyone
Being a
on," then
softie?
everyone comes asking you for time.
What's the
and it sucks.
reputation, Zach? Who's going to come after you? Name
Because
them.
every single week, comics come to the person who's running the booth and say, "Can I get on this mic?" And like, if you say yes to everyone, the mic will go until 1 a.m.
I've never had a problem getting up at the mic.
Yeah, you're a headliner, so we're supposed to put you up.
So now you're saying I'm a headliner.
Yeah, like Bob tells us.
Yet my birthday means nothing to you.
Okay.
Honorable Judge Tor, I think Judge Mike is hungry again. Can you feed him again?
All right, here, come here, buddy.
This
I've been
this
eating
seems
lonely.
like very in the weeds and like politicky. And I'm sorry to John.
Yeah, John
have no
that
idea
night
what-
got short shafted.
Apologize to John.
I've apologized before. I'll apologize again.
I think that's
John-
fair, but I also think it's like a crazy system and like, yeah, it's a slippery
It's
slope.
insane,
And
Billy.
Apologize to John.
I'm really
Stinky
glad I don't
ass.
care about that at all. And
I
also in
I
California.
would go to Comedy Corner Underground every fucking
Apologize to
Friday.
John.
I would get up maybe like 1 out of every 6 times I signed up at Comedy Corner Underground when I was trying to do open mics.
Comedy Corner Underground is there illegally, dude.
Shout out to
It's a
fucking
good
Corey
mic,
Adam,
though.
who would actually put me up. He was the
Is
only
it a
comic that
good
put me up
mic?
on good open mics.
How much of like the
Is it a
stand-up
good
grind is
mic?
this like politicking and like
Oh, it's
Is
it a
basically
good
like it's office.
mic?
It's office politics taken to like an extreme. It's really crazy.
But look, there's just simple rules on who gets on. Okay, like
Make friends with the people who run the mics.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
gotta
yeah,
much
you
like
gotta slip
Zach.
'em a
Much
five.
like Zach, you have
Speaking
to
of
put your
Tor,
lip
if I'm
to
running the list,
bottom.
I'll get you on.
I know.
Yeah,
I
See,
slip
know.
my
there it
10.
is. There it is.
there it is.
There it is.
I'm giving this
Favoritism.
offer-
It's just
I'm
the
giving-
old boys club.
I've given this offer to
Favoritism,
Aaron,
dude.
and he isn't taking it.
Yeah, that's because Aaron's too drunk by the time the mic starts to get there.
By the way, can we
Look-
go back to Executioner Aaron? Like him just like walking
Yeah,
out.
that's a
Do you
rich
have
well
any
we haven't
last
invested.
words?
Sorry, Zach. I gotta cut your head off. You've
Look-
been a bitch to me lately, anyways.
Can you
So
try not
it-
to bleed everywhere?
So the people who get on the list are the people who work at CCU, people who have worked have headlined or featured for CCU.
Now, do these people have 1099s, W-2s? Define work.
Yeah, the headliners
Define
do get
what you
1099s.
do.
The headliners do get. I get a 1099.
Define
right?
what you do, boy.
So we do get paid by the club.
But
You've
what do
gotten
you
paid by the
do?
club.
What do you
You've gotten a
do?
W-9.
I've never been paid. What do you do?
We run the booth. We do
I've
this now.
never
We
been
cut
paid.
the tapes.
What else do you do?
We clear the room of glassware and empties after
do you
the show.
sweep?
Yes, we sweep.
John
I fucking mop.
brought this up too. That he's helped clean up after the mic, and you weren't that much help at all, Zach. You couldn't even
That's
carry a
not-
trash can. John said this to me. He's like, I could carry 2 at a time because he's strong and independent. Your ass couldn't carry 1.
Dude, I carry the big tubs of glassware. I haven't worked a service job, but I've done this for 3 years.
Bullshit. I call bullshit. Pull it up, Tor. Pull it up.
Tor's pulling up
Pull it up.
Rest in peace, Bullwinkles, man. I love that place.
This is where you were.
Can we maybe rectify this by giving like John a like one free get up no matter
John,
what?
just
coupon?
text me the next time you're driving down. I'll put you on the list. Whatever. Who cares?
What do you mean, whatever? Apologize.
I did already.
Do it in front of me.
Look, and so I already got grilled on the We Cool podcast. I
do
already
it-
got
do it-
called a dork
do it-
by Tommy.
Do it in a little baby voice too. Be like, I'm sorry.
Maybe you could get Sebastian to do that.
Well,
Come on,
Sebastian,
Zach. How
are you gonna
hard is it?
apologize?
How hard is it to apologize?
So look, here's what I think, guys. I think ultimately,
You think you fucked up?
here I'm gonna put the little guy down. I think
Sebastian.
it's a tough situation, and when someone's coming from like Duluth or one of those places, it's really tough to like give the people, make sure that they made that drive worth it, right? Because you can't
Zach,
always give them time.
Zach, I guess I've taught you nothing, Zach. After every set I've given you,
Well, that's another thing, right? Like,
no.
after every
would it
set
kill?
I've
Would
given
it kill you to give me a guest set?
Where?
At Camp Bar last week, I saw Matt Duma.
Who the fuck is that?
He's the guy who hosted for you in 2022 when I featured for your headlining gigs at Camp Bar.
What the fuck are you talking about, boy?
That was the last time I think I ever like really featured for you.
You never
You
featured
think
for me at Camp Bar.
Yeah, I did. I have the tape. I used that as a tape, and I sent that tape into 10,000 Laughs, and that's what got me on the festival in 2022.
Well,
was
send
a good
me
tape.
send the tape to the Leicester Comedy Festival.
Okay, I
we'll
will.
work you
Where's
in.
that being held?
It's being held year-round across the country.
It's a traveling show.
Yeah, it's a traveling comedy circus.
Oh,
Kinda
he
like
wants some
Skankfest.
supper, I think. It's like Skankfest. Wow, incredible. So,
Oh,
Zach,
fellas,
you're guilty.
well, I think the jury needs to come back. Who's the jury in this case? Is it
Me.
John?
It's
probably
me.
John.
Yeah.
John, maybe Belly. It was a little in the weeds.
I didn't. Okay. I didn't know John before I met him. Also, he had told me that he knew about me from like the We Cool podcast, and I was immediately terrified and feared for my life.
He knows about Mana, Zach.
He knows about Mana. He knows all my darkest secrets.
He knows all the horrible things you've said on this program.
Oh God! All the times I've called my mom out for not liking different ethnicities,
Cultures.
different cultures.
For having differing opinions about
On the war in
various
Ukraine,
people.
yeah, yeah, that too.
For being just being a elderly, person from a different generation that maybe has a few hang-ups.
Well, Zach, how about
things.
this? I won't
Mhm.
sentence you to the gallows, but I will put you on probation.
Okay. I think
You're
I
on
think I do
probation.
need to feed
Fine.
this dog. He got a treat.
Well-
Here, I'm gonna give him another treat. I'll be
Give
right
him a
back.
treat.
What the fuck, Zach?
Well, he's like licking his dinner bowl, so he's clearly telling me
Well,
something.
why didn't
He's
you
licking his
feed him
intervals?
before you got on?
Well, we went on a walk. He got a chew after his walk. Guys, all right. Look, maybe this is time for us to pivot a little bit, right? In this recording.
Continue.
Oh, I reviewed some food this week.
Oh yes, we had the you had discussed the hot pockets, yes?
Yes, we did. We already discussed the hot pockets. That's been gone. But Mike, did you say you reviewed some food?
I've been eating some apples.
Apple. Yes, it's
Ooh.
apple season.
It's
Guys,
apple season.
what apples are you going through?
Today I tried a Fuji.
Fuji?
This
Fuji's a
this
mid-
is the apple.
mid
This
apple.
is the. I agree. I agree. Fuji's mid. The apple I'm looking for is an apple my mother used to get for us.
Okay.
What's it called?
And it's halfway between a red and a Granny Smith. It's like green and red and tart. It's like a sweet tartness.
Oh, it's a Macintosh.
No, Macintosh.
No,
are soft and
Macintoshes
sweet.
aren't like that. They're not. I already tried Macintosh last week. It's not a
Macintoshes are
Macintosh,
good.
and
they're
refuse to Google it. They're not.
I mean,
they're not tart.
Honeycrisp have those green spots, but that's probably not what you're thinking.
Yeah, but they're not tart. Could it be?
Well,
It's
yeah,
like
you're right.
Harrelson.
Neither is a Macintosh.
Macintoshes are tart.
No, they're not. I had them last week. They weren't
No,
tart.
they're pretty. They're soft, and I mean, all apples are tart. I think, but we're talking about like
no. I
Granny
want
Smith
Granny
level
Smith.
sour.
Okay, we'll eat a Granny Smith.
No, I want the red and green. Oh.
There's a Galaxy. I think those are kind of tart. Or Cosmic Crisp. That wouldn't be the one that you're like, Mom.
Zach, do you have to lean in that fucking chair so much? Jesus Christ.
I know. Your Honor, can we send Zach to the gallows
There, I
for
muted
the
him.
creek?
I muted his ass.
All right,
Look,
so I'm looking up tart red apples.
Oh, yes. Do it, Tor,
Pink
because I'm
lady apples. Hold on, we'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find a Google image there. Let's see. Why can't I?
Belly,
search
so
Google?
I tried a Fuji apple yesterday. I'm
Yeah.
on the quest, Belly, for like, there's this apple I got when I was younger. My mom would always get them, and they were red and green, and they were like sweet, but like also equally as sour as a Granny Smith.
Have
And
you
that's-
asked her? Does she not remember?
That's probably a good idea.
She might know.
Probably a good idea. There's this amazing apple orchard down the road from my house. It's just like it's like in the middle of the suburbs, and you just like it's just surrounded by trees, and it's like the super small little like apple orchard. It's like so weird because you pull into it, you're on just like a residential street, then you pull into it. It's like you're transported into the
nice.
country.
Well,
It's
maybe
like, it's
you
so
could
cool.
you could take me apple picking for my birthday, Tor.
They don't
That would
really
be
do
nice.
apple picking, but I would love to go to this apple orchard with you. I'll just bring you some apples for your birthday from that one. Hold on.
For
So,
real?
This
You do that?
Sure. It's a great apple orchard. They're super chill there. They'll be like
Ooh, a
weigh it
pink
out for you, and they'll
lady.
be like it'll be like
yeah, Tor, it's the third pick. Yeah, Tor.
Pink lady. It's a
No,
pink
shut
lady.
up. No,
This
it's
one?
that one. Yeah, it's that
those look
one.
like Honeycrisp.
What?
These kind of look like Honeycrisp.
But
No,
these are
it's-
pink ladies. How old are pink ladies in like the Apple genealogy? I thought they were kind of newer. Let's
Pink
see when they
ladies?
were developed. We've reached the Googling part of the show.
Well, I kind of want to find out what this apple like. So, it's no, that's not it. Well,
Origin Australia 1973. Mike, it could be this apple.
What?
The pink ladies are from Australia in 1973.
Oh,
wait, what about these?
the prison island.
It wasn't these.
Speaking
right?
of prisons, I've been eating
Speaking-
a lot of apples in this last week since my mom is ill. You know, we haven't been eating like dinners together. So I've been making rice and I've been making
You've been eating apples and rice.
What's your
for
go-to?
meals?
What's your go-to? What's Zach's making his delicacy? What's
Well,
Zach's delicacy?
Zach's on his own and his mommy's. He just said was apples and rice.
No, I am eating apples myself. I'm making rice for her to eat. So she's
All you're
eating
making
rice.
her is rice.
Anything
Zach?
else? Is that what she requested?
Jesus
Well,
Christ!
because her
you can't-
stomach is upset.
You can't
Yeah.
put some broth or some saltine, Zach?
She said that she couldn't even handle buttered rice. She just wanted regular rice.
Wow.
But she's been drinking juice and rice.
How
That's
did
good.
your mom get sick, dude?
Okay, this is where I feel a little bit of guilt because I was over the weekend with Nina. We were hanging out. Actually, we performed at Stand Up Junior. We did a sketch. You might have seen it on some clips of it on Instagram. Maybe
I didn't.
We'll post some reels of that. We did a little sketch at Stand Up Junior, which is Ellie Hino, local comic, super funny. It's her show where they do stand up for kids and parents.
Oh my
so
God! Get to the fucking point, Zach.
I'm just plugging the show. It was a good show.
Well, plug your butt. Who cares? What are you talking about, dude?
We were on how he possibly got his mom sick, and then we're on a tangent.
You're trying to poison your mom, and now you want to fucking pivot to plug in some toddler fucking stand-up.
No, what he's doing is he's plugging a show that allegedly got his mom sick.
Yeah.
I think that's...
Well, no. It's okay. So we were out. I was over at Nina's for a few days. I was with Nina, and while my mom was alone, she was eating this leftover chicken that she had made for the dog and cat. And apparently it had been there for like over a week. And she was like, oh, I'll just finish it. Because like Zach's not here, so I don't need to make anything new. So I'm just going to finish this leftover chicken. And that gave her the stomach bug. And she's been like pulling trig for like 2 days because of the reaction to this chicken.
So
and I feel guilty because I wasn't there.
You poisoned your mother.
Are you saying your mom just cooks a vat of chicken and feeds the dog, cat, and you with it? Like,
I mean,
symbiotic relationship between Zach and his mom. It's so fascinating.
Is that what you're positing?
Zach, you have to move out.
I mean, it's
how is he going to stop his mom from eating bad chicken?
You have to move out, Zach.
See, without me, who would care for her?
I don't know, Zach.
Who would cook her plain rice and buy?
Get her a live-in nurse. I don't know, Zach.
Oh God,
she's old, Zach.
So I do feel. Well, what does your mom do? Your mom's also.
She's independent. She's fine.
How old is your mom? How old is
Sid? My mom is 68.
Okay, that's a little better. What's her social security number?
What do you mean a little better?
Well, my mom's like 76.
Yeah, leave her.
Jesus. All right, to kind of wrap up this show, Mike, I want to posit that the apple you're thinking of, because these apples are really common in Minnesota and they're fucking amazing. Cortland.
Ooh, I want
you to search out Cortland because I think these are the ones you're talking about.
That's the color I remember, Tor.
They're
that's the color I remember.
Are they big apples? Are they pretty big?
No.
Oh, they're not? Okay. Cortlands are pretty big usually. Although if you get them at the store, they're kind of small. But like if you get them at the apple orchard, damn it. Still, you should check out Cortland. Cortland is a very underrated apple.
Oh, I wasted all this money on fucking Fuji apples and they taste like poop.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. All right. Well, in summation, I think Zach is
You're guilty, Zach.
And on probation.
You're
very sorry to John, who we love.
1 year, no guest sets, Zach.
No.
I mean, that wasn't going to change anything. He already wasn't going to give me a guest set.
Talking about, boy?
Chewy and John are getting all the guest sets.
Oh, and also
Chewy's my go-to opener, dude. What do you want me to do?
Chewy kills. Chewy's a killer.
Chewy kills it, dude.
We love Chewy, but like throw Zachy a bone.
Chewy kills it, dude.
You're Zachy a bone.
You're gonna have to kill Chewy to get it, dude.
Oh God.
Maybe you guys can fight it out as an opening.
Speaking of like having a wife and kids, Chewy has a wife and kids. You're saying I should make them into orphans and his wife into a widow? So I can get a
that you would come out on top, Zach.
If you want that sweet stage time, but let me tell you this, boy, there ain't no way you're taking Chewy's life.
Okay. In the final minutes that we have here, I was wondering if you guys wanted to discuss the new Doctor Who Commander decks that are being spoiled.
Oh God, they're doing a Doctor Who Commander.
Can we do that next week?
Let me tell you something about our fans. They don't like magic talk.
They do.
They do.
They do.
They don't like magic. All of our fans are in Ireland. They don't even get magic over there.
That's true. I've been begging for confirmation from our Irish fan base.
They're playing games like Kick the Tater down the road. They don't play magic.
knocked a few numbers off the Irish fan base.
No, they know. Those drunk idiots know that I'm being right.
There's another 2 gone. No,
Those
We
drunk
love Irish.
leprechaun chasing
Yes.
fools.
Zach, I actually do want to discuss the Doctor Who commander sets, but I need
We'll
time
prep
to
for it.
prepare.
Actually, that's a
I
good
was-
question. Do Irish like people hate Doctor Who because it's like such
Oh,
a
that is a good
pro-British-
question.
Like it's such a pro-British program. Like
I
every
mean,
episode is just like,
And it's
you know,
Scottish, so
humans
I
are
don't know.
so unique, but the most unique humans of all are from Britain. It's just
Do
like,
Irish
is
people
that what the show posits?
do?
I haven't
do-
really seen any of
kinda.
the new seasons.
Do Irish people poison their moms with chicken?
Do you guys remember really early on there was I found like it was a documentary for the BBC. It was just on like rural Ireland, but there was like a throwaway scene where like a baby is just given a beer and starts chugging it, and I used it as one of the thumbnails to like our podcast. And I remember Mike called him Chugsy the baby. I was like our first mascot.
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta-
Mike
I
right
gotta
now.
dig up
Chugsy the baby.
again. But okay, I do want to, before we wrap up, I want to shout out Belly Television. I have stayed
Yeah.
away from the stream lately because you're playing Baldur's Gate 3, and I don't want any spoilers. But it seems like you're doing great stuff on that. And
Oh,
I just wanna
thanks,
give
Tor.
it
I
a
mean,
shout out,
masterful,
and,
masterful edits at Belly Television.
Thanks,
Follow his
guys.
Twitch, follow his Instagram, follow his TikTok, follow my Instagram, TikTok at Just Mike Lester. Zach poisoned his mom. Good night, everybody.
Good
Wait,
night.
and
We
one
love
more-
you.
Love
Hey,
you.
Zach,
Love
Yeah.
you.
well, also the writer strike is over, so the union was not crushed.